whoa, yo, we can't do that. Like, I said, if you want to lift something heavy, come find me. And this was probably like 4 or 5 weeks ago. And yesterday he comes up to me and he just says through like broken, thick Russian accent, like, I want to lift something heavy. All right, doing my best to tap into a space of appreciation for this specific recording because it's been a little bit challenging to access lately. I've noticed myself just the mind looping in these thoughts of frustration a little bit with the amount of energy that I pour into a job or that serving and the ninja job requires of me, and then what that equates to on the flip side. And although, yes, moments very fulfilling, also moments of feeling just wiped. And balancing that is something that's just got me spinning my wheels a tad. And I was at my little homework for life was there's this moment at the ninja gym yesterday. Little kid, he's Ukrainian, Russian, doesn't speak super great English, and is just super wiry, like always has the craziest energy. He's a little bit wild, and yet we've bonded a lot over the last 3 or 4 months of working together. And there was one day where he was throwing weights around the gym, and we're like, whoa, yo, we can't do that. Like, I said, if you want to lift something heavy, come find me. And this was probably like 4 or 5 weeks ago. And yesterday he comes up to me and he just says through like broken, thick Russian accent, like, I want to lift something heavy. And I was like, what are you talking about, dude? And he's like, you said, come find you if I want to lift something heavy. And he just turned 7. And so I was like, oh my gosh, amazing. Yes, let's go. So we just went and we picked things up and we lifted heavy weights for like 10 minutes. And then he looked at me and said, that's all good. Thanks. And then he ran back. And this idea of who is that person in your life that you can go to when you say, I want to lift something heavy? And I don't mean, do you have a personal trainer? I'm saying, who is that individual, that trusted mentor, that guide, that person in your life that when you want to challenge yourself, when you want to grow, when you want to step into an edge, when you want to learn more about yourself, your potential, what you're capable of, when you want to test your own limits, when you want to see what life is about, who is that person that you can trust to guide you in that? Because for him, I was just someone who could lift a 45-pound dumbbell without it becoming dangerous to my life. Whereas him, he dropped the 35-pound weight on his ankle and he's like, ah! I'm like, yeah, dude, they're heavy. Like, let's watch this. So, but he also felt like he could learn in that setting. And that was just my homework for life because it had me reflecting on who in my life do I have that I can go to when I want to ask, hey, I want to lift something heavy. And when's the last time that I even asked myself that question? Not what's something like I want to lift something heavy, but what am I being called to pursue that will expand who I am? That's going to be challenging, uncomfortable, or confronting, or maybe a little bit difficult. When's the last time that's been a real conversation for many of us? So that's my little story, my homework for life, my share from today, and just finding the moments of appreciation I have for the kids and how much they have to teach, even though there are times when I feel deeply exhausted after those shifts. So holding both simultaneously.